You know, there's something pretty fun about getting a concussion. Everything becomes so much more overexposed in light. You get to see the bareness of trees just a little bit brighter. You get to see the death of grass. You get to see the earth decomposing just that much more exposed through your vision of a concussion. See, I walked into a match this past Thursday night with the wild man Jeff Anderson, a man who's crossed my path more than one time. One time before, he decided to throw a fireball in my face and blind me. Blinded my left eye. Made it so I could not see the birth of my nephew. Some people may think that it's a funny joke to say that. Some people may think, oh, but it's not real. The real truth is I have retina damage in my left eye and it's never gonna be the same. It's the reason I can't wear contact lenses anymore. It's the reason that when I wear glasses for too long at night, I get a headache and I'm ready to pass out. It's the reason why a lot of people have told me I should have retired from wrestling. But I got past it. I got over it. I moved on in life. And I went on to win the UWA heavyweight title here in Alcoa, Tennessee. I had a good reign, some hard-fought matches, some matches that'll be memorable for years to come. At least that's what everybody tells me, and I'm thankful for people who are willing to watch those. Well, Mr. Tennessee goes, and he loses the belt to Jeff Anderson in crooked fashion like always. And I'm getting a chance to get a non-title match that if I win, I get a title shot for the Southern Heavyweight title. A prestigious title that's been held by the likes of Tommy Rich, Ricky Morton, Tom Pritchard, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, Steve Austin, Chris Adamz. The list continues on and on all the way down the road of people who've been Southern Heavyweight champion here in the South since 1967 when that belt was first brought into prominence. And what happens? Before I could even step foot in the ring, I have boots coming down on my face. I start firing up, I start feeling it, I start getting the adrenaline pumping, and I knock you flat on your ass, Jeff Anderson, with just one European uppercut. Just one shot, you were down. I'm going to grab you to get you back up so I can finish my job. And what do? The only thing you can think to do. You decide to throw a low blow. You decide to put another black eye on the sport of professional wrestling and decide to take themselves and have to hit someone below the belt and throw a low blow. Then, if that's not bad enough, you take a pair of brass knuckles that's handed to you by your mentor, your teacher, your friend, the man who calls you apprentice, Dr. Tom Pritchard. You get a pair of brass knuckles with a spike attached at the end and cut through my head and carve through. There was only one reason I came back to the UWA, and one reason alone. And it was because of guys like Dillinger at the time, guys like Tom Pritchard and Jeff Anderson. I grew up that hard life. I really did grow up in the streets of Queens, New York, in the Queensbridge projects. I grew up that life of watching people get shot and killed on a daily basis. I've seen friends of mine go into the drug game and come out one of three ways. They were either in jail, dead, or they committed suicide because of that. That's real life for me. And I'm getting sick and tired of these guys who call themselves outlaws. These herbs out here, these posers, these pieces of garbage that think that they're tough guys out here. And I came to prove that that's not the life to live. That's not the way to go. That's not the way it's meant to be. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are and do the best damn job you can. So Jeff Anderson, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not declaring some type of war against you. I'm declaring a process. And this process is step by step. You see, I looked at the rankings in the UWA, the place I call home, the proud home of Eric Adamz. I'm nobody in this business, but UWA is something big. And if you have any doubt of that, look at the buzz that's been going on for the past 2 years in that building. This process is gonna start like this. In the top 10 rankings, I'm ranked number 7. Lucky number 7. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't care who I have to face, I'm gonna work my way up those rankings till I can get you in the ring. I'm not gonna use no barbed wire. I'm not gonna use no steel cage. I'm not gonna use a cowbell. I'm not gonna use anything like that. Because you see, you take pride in saying in the locker room how I'm not a wrestler. I know I'm not a wrestler. But what are you gonna do when this person, this street hood rat, as you like to call me, a hood rat, gets in the ring with you and out wrestles you and takes your heavyweight title away from you? I'm not trying to hurt anything else than your spirit, your heart. I'm gonna destroy what you stand for in professional wrestling, Jeff Anderson, because you've been in this business so many years, and I respect everything you've done. We had an outstanding set of matches when it was the Hybrid Hitmen versus the Anderson brothers, but your time has passed, and my time's only beginning. So Jeff, know one thing. The fact that I don't want to go after you right now, and I want to build and cut and carve into my mind what you've done and how bad I'm going to embarrass you when I finally get you in that godforsaken ring and pin you 1, 2, 3, beat you at your own game. You're just going to have one question left to ask yourself. Is it really worth being in this business? Is it really worth it when I got outclassed by some hood rat who's not even a pro wrestler? Why am I in this game? I'm starting my path, my walk. People have had paths of rage, paths of destruction. I'm starting my process to perfection against you, Jeff Anderson, and it starts this Thursday night. I'll see you at the show.